In the far region of Russia, there's a town called Zaprovya, which was purchased by the KGB. Upon purchasing this land, the KGB's private documents were leaked. The only thing that could be made up from the documents was that there was an experiment called District 0014. District 14 would require 100 people in order for it to work. As for the details, there were no laws, limited resources, and unknown entities. And as for our escape time, we would have to survive 7 real-life days, and while surviving here, we'd have to make friends. The less enemies, the better. Then we'd have to get stacked so it's harder to die, and finally, we would have to kill if we have to. Oh, and one more thing, this place is infested with zombies that mutate over time. I would be a part of this experiment, so the question is, can I escape to District 14, or will I fail and die trying? This video is a long one, so be sure to watch the end to find out what happens. This is 100 players simulate the apocalypse. Here I was, in an abandoned town in Zaprovya, no idea what was happening, and the first thing I did was break into a house and steal some stuff. I would then go and make some social interactions, which, my parents would be proud of me for doing that. I then went off to go and chop down a tree. Soon after, I went into a random house to go steal some stuff. Now, this is when I learned that stealing is good, because in this house, I'd find some diamonds and iron, and diamonds are extremely rare. I always felt pretty good about this steal until Corn showed up with ancient debris. This made me feel like a brokey so quickly I can't even explain it. I then soon learned that there were vehicles in the server, and this player here was struggling driving a tractor, so I used my southern charm and made the tractor just move immediately, not even struggling at all. A storm would come rolling through, and as a result of that, I decided to barricade myself in a house because I didn't want to die to the zombies who were already claiming the lives of 5 people. I crafted a shield and immediately hit the mines. Now, mining is kind of boring in videos in my opinion, so I'm just gonna cut to where I make all of the ores and kill all the zombies because I was bored. So I just went mining, crafted some iron tools and gear, and that was pretty much it. Now, I spent a lot of time down here, but upon returning to the surface, this is when everything would change for me. 2 players by the name of Afflix and a guy who I don't remember wanted to come to me for some iron pants. I'd give it to him, and this is how I'd make my friends, Afflix and the orange jacket guy. It was this friendship right here that would pave the path for my journey in this entire event. And so, me and my new friends, we left this village. We found it pretty useless, and everyone here was kinda broke. We'd also meet this man named Dreadmask, who is important later on. When morning hit, Afflix decided that he wanted to leave for the airbase, because according to him, he had some team members there, and knowing this, we decided that we were gonna head on over there. And soon enough, we would arrive at the military airbase. Here, we'd immediately search for players who knew where Afflix's teammates were. We would then come across this random player. Afflix didn't get the information he wanted where his teammates were, but then he asked about WelcominTV. Now, I know WelcominTV. He does events, and I've participated in lots of events. And Welcomin is convinced that I throw every single event. And maybe he's not wrong, because I did die to a creeper in a Forge Labs event. Afflix did not mention why he wanted to see WelcominTV, and it was at this moment I decided that maybe I could redeem myself to him in some way possible, but we'd have to see how this event goes. Anyways, it turns out that Afflix's teammates were somewhere else. They were back where we were originally, the village base, and so we headed on back over there. The village base would have changed a lot since we've been gone, and this place actually became pretty iconic in the entire event, but anyways, we would find Afflix's teammates were here, and I would start meeting them, trying to put myself in with the team. This would be when I meet Afflix's leader, Mince. This guy would be what the server would call a PvP sweat and one of the most threatening players on the server. And upon meeting him, we got along really well actually, because maybe we're just both PvP sweats and we just get along that way. Mince wanted a couple of teams dead, so we separated our teams to go and find some players so we could go and kill them. Me and Afflix would find ourselves in the city where we'd come across a team who was accepting new people, and when they accepted us, me and Afflix would come up with a plan to kill one of the guys, mainly because he had diamond armor. While this team was getting to know one another, me and Afflix started calling Mince so he could come to this building and then cause a distraction. While the distraction was happening and all of the chaos was going on, me and Afflix would strike. And well, this would happen, and this resulted in our diamond guy getting jumped. After that, we then go on for a bit of a massacre, killing as many people as possible, believing that every single one of them was dangerous. After wiping out pretty much the entire team, we then went on to revive a couple of the players, because we're not evil, but I couldn't say the same for the guys who fell off the edge of the building. So then after that, we then took over the entire base, and we then immediately left it behind. I don't know why, but we went back to where the village base was, where we come across another player, and upon jumping him, we then interrogated him and wanted all of his diamond gear. But he decided to make it really difficult and refused, and then went on the run, which resulted in us having to take him down. After killing him, we then put him in cobwebs, demanding all sorts of questions that I actually have no idea what we were asking him about. I think we just killed him and then just like trapped him. And then we met Anthony! Anthony at this point actually had like 15 kills because he exploded a group of players, so having him on our team was actually a big W. That night we went off to go and retrieve a supply drop, but we actually never found the crate containing all of the supplies, so this was kind of a waste of time. But at least in the morning there was more and better things for us to do, as we met a man named Dashing. Dashing would become pretty important because he was the enchanter, as he had gotten the enchantment table that would allow us to create enchantments for our items, making us one of the most powerful teams on the server. We took full advantage with our enchanted gear, as we immediately went off to go and rob some innocent teams, seeing if we could find items that we could use, or just stealing for diamonds, or just straight up killing players because we found them annoying. For example, I killed this guy that sounded like KSI. I had at least 4 kills at this point, and I was feeling pretty good about myself. You know, I did kind of feel bad that I was killing players and not reviving them. That's on me, but I wasn't really minding all of the killing, as I kind of found it pretty fun. However, my ideas on mass killing would change when we would move on to the next place we were going to, which would be the village base. Here, my ideas on mass killing changed quite a bit. We were originally here to relax, but actually turned out that one of the priests of the group was kidnapped by what we would call the YouTuber team, containing WelcominTV and Protagonist. Through radio, they would tell us that they wanted to meet them face to face. Now, we kinda knew that this would be a trap, so just in case, me and Afflex would sit on the outside of where WelcominTV and our team members would be, and then if things were to get spicy, we would run in and finish off the job. WelcominTV and Protagonist would give some demands that we could not agree with, so we went in to go and try to recover the priest, but when we did, WelcominTV and Protagonist would kill him, and this would result in things going for the worse, as we now were in a fight. We managed to take WelcominTV down, and then we immediately went after Protagonist, but he managed to get away within the town, so we had to give up our losses and focus on Welcomin. And with that, we immediately took WelcominTV prisoner, and I enjoyed this quite a bit, but don't tell him I said that. Anyways, with WelcominTV now captured, we started arguing who would get custody over him, and this would result in the team actually tearing apart, as we would now separate into 2 groups, the Afflex group and the Mince group. We would pick players as if it was an NFL draft, picking players one by one, and as a result, I would join the Afflex team, which would also get custody over WelcominTV. Remember when I said earlier that the village base would be where I choose where I decide that I didn't like mass killing? Well, it was actually here after kidnapping WelcominTV. It was after we mass killed Dread Massacre's diamond chestplate. This man got bullied hard, and we just kept killing him constantly. He probably died like 6 or 7 times until finally giving up the diamond chestplate, and I even joined in on this, which would make me feel bad in the future. After all of that, the Afflex team would then relocate to the edge of the world, where we would decide that we needed resources, and then we looked at WelcominTV and realized that he didn't have rights with us, so we immediately made a mine for our resources. Our plan of making a mine for us would actually backfire, as was WelcominTV was able to sneak a couple of diamonds, which he would claim were iron to me, but I did hear the XP noise a couple of times, which made me actually very suspicious of him, but he managed to get away with it still. While we were mining, I would learn some of the most shocking news about WelcominTV, and I just have to share this with you because it's very important. Why didn't you do a platypus? That's my question. Why a shark? I did not know that until now. Now, actually, WelcominTV would ask me something pretty important.
Also, we just totally did. You wanna just join my, like, just go to YouTube time?
Oh, I like these people too. What?
Do you want that to be you, Ryan, or protagonist or whatnot, or do you want it to be, you know, these people who just go out and rampage and kill and slaughter?
Well, those people that rampage and kill and slaughter, they give you some pretty good content, not gonna lie.
Yeah, you take that content until the end of days, and then you find your side.
Seconds later, we would then be interrupted by one of my teammates. Hey man, what's up?
Hello.
He thought about escaping and I yelled at him.
That did not happen.
That did happen. He thought about escaping. That he's got a fishing
like some redstone? I got 4.
That's
Hey, blood.
If Afflex had shown up any earlier, he would have heard me and Welcomin's conversation and probably would have tried to kill us. While we were mining, I'd actually think about what WelcominTV would say, and he had a point. Did I want my final team to be Afflex's team, or did I want my final team to be WelcominTV and Ryan and Protagonist? But at the same time, Welcomin was also lying straight to my face about what worse he was gaining from our little trip. And so I decided to run a little test. If WelcominTV was serious about me joining his team, then he'd probably stay behind or give me some kind of clue where he'd go. And so I decided that I'd leave the event for today, as it was going to close in 20 minutes. Oh, my dog is hurt.
Okay.
If you run away, I'll hunt you down and kill you.
That's fine, I'll do it first too, but that's alright.
So I would leave the event, and this would bring us on to day 2. I would log on to day 2 completely alone. WelcominTV had left me and not left a single trace of where he had gone, and as for Afflex's team, it had completely disbanded as Afflex had died to a zombie. This also applies to Mince, as Mince also died to a zombie. A lot happened in the few minutes I was gone, and I had to miss all of it. And now that I was alone again, I needed to find a new team, so I headed up to the surface, and immediately as I was walking on the surface, I found a couple of dead bodies. I'm feeling great about day 2. Oh, there's a dead body right here. There's a few dead bodies here. Ooh, yeah, no. And so I continued on my journey searching for a team until I finally found this mega base, and I didn't know who was inside here, and I originally thought that Protagonist actually lived here, and I decided that I was going to show myself by mining the cobwebs that were on the top of this little line thing. I don't know what it's called. Little did I know, I was about to go on one of the most important side quests in human history. And it all started when I met the team members of this group. I'm not gonna hurt you guys, I'm all by myself. I lost all of my teammates. They all died to zombies, so I'm literally by myself.
What team are you part of?
Oh, I was a part of I was on a team with Zayato. I know I lied to their faces, but everyone in this server hated Mince, so if I told them that I was on Mince's team, they'd probably kill me, so saying I was on a team with Zateo was actually the right move. I learned a little bit about this team, and they're also so nice, as they gave me potatoes, an actual food source compared to the rotten flesh I'd been surviving off of for quite some time. I was also asked what happened to my team, so I completely made up a random story, just to entertain this guy right here.
So, what happened exactly?
Oh god, so I was in the mines with one of my friends, and then everyone went into a house, and then just a flood of zombies came in and they all died.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so it's just me. So yeah, I made it up, but at least he understood the assignment, and I was by myself, so maybe it wasn't a complete lie, but anyways, I would eventually get to meet the leader of this team, and that would be Gumrock.
What's going on?
What's going on? How are you?
I'm good.
That's good. Did any of your friends die? I don't think so. I lost everyone yesterday, like 10 minutes before the server ended.
No, we lost one member, but we're okay.
I lost everything. You can have my number one.
You're free to
food.
walk by or whatever. Do you need any food?
Honestly, I would love some food. I've been surviving off of rotten flesh for so long.
Here, take some potatoes.
It was then at this moment where the Chicken Brothers needed to go on a side quest where they needed to go off and find a gun bench. I agreed to go with them as I planned to go to the village base because I couldn't stay here and the village base was the only place I knew to call home. You guys, I need to go to like a village anyways. I've got like, I can do whatever. I'm not really attached to any teams. I'll come with you guys for free. You know, you're easy targets. I'm not really an easy target, so at least if someone tries to come,
oh, easy targets.
Yeah. Well, if at least someone comes and tries to kill you, I'm out here fully
Yeah.
enchanted.
A 3 is better than a 2 as well.
Exactly. I mean, one of them is enchanted with cobwebs. Our group consisted of me, the Chicken Brothers, and Maximus Wild, and we all headed off to the military air base. Along the way, we actually came across a group of players, which we had a nice chat with. Person in enchanted armor, we don't know who you are, but we want to talk. Yeah, well, we just were heading over to this airfield. Is there anyone over there we need to, like, talk to about going there?
There's
There's a team, but I don't know if they're still there.
Oh, okay. Well,
if you want to help us, we were about to like look for the mushroom man.
Well, apparently our time here would actually help this team out because they were heisting and stealing a cow from the people of the airbase team. And this all started because upon going to the airbase team, when we met them, we were originally there for peaceful intentions, but Maximus Wild had other plans. Who did that?
What is going on?
Who did that?
Bro, he's doing
Oh, there's people on the roof.
Okay, I know, I don't want to be rude, but like...
No!
I don't honestly.
Okay, we're under siege,
I would end up reviving one of the Chicken Brothers, and while Maximus Wild was trying to kill everyone in the airbase team, I would take the chance to leave. I was not down to kill anyone today, as I had 0 friends and I didn't want to make any enemies today. So I left the team and headed off to where the village base was, and upon arriving here, they accepted me in no problem, even though I had killed one of their members multiple times. Be here where my perspective on the event changed entirely. I enjoyed the normal peaceful life. I spent most of my time here just gathering resources, feeding it to animals for XP, and upgrading on my enchantments. It was through all of this that I realized that I had been on the wrong side the entire time. I was on the side that was full of people who were down to kill people. I was the bad guy the entire time, and it was through this I decided that I would devote myself to protecting people. Eventually, I would find myself in the city, as it was here that I heard that WelcominTV might be here, and decided I should show up and see if they would welcome me into their team with open arms.
About to have. Hello?
Hey.
Oh, boys.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Survivor.
Oh, what's up? How you guys doing?
hey.
Oh my god, there's a lot of you. So I basically said, hey, hello, what's up? And immediately after, they went after some random player who's nearby and started interrogating him. No, stop running, stop running, stop running. Come here, stop running. Stop running. Yeah. 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 We got him now, boys. Don't worry, we let him live. I think at least we did. I would then give this team some very important information about their enemies, Zoteo and Dashing. If for those who had a radio and you heard the words orange and blue, that actually has a really important meaning. When I went to that rural village later on, basically the code word for attack was orange and the code word for retreat was blue. So if you hear orange, you're in trouble. And if you hear the word blue, that means you scared off some very powerful players and you should be proud of yourself. So I was giving them some pretty information for like 3 minutes until the exact same people I was snitching on showed up on these guys' doorstep. This is the second time I've been conspiring with Welcomin and my enemies show up. What is going on? I also did a great job at playing off that I was giving them information, by the way.
Hey,
Yeah.
hold on now, hold on.
By the way, on the radio, I heard blue-orange again. Oh, speak of the devil.
Yeah, why are we all...
Wait, that's Sato!
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh, what's up, Survivor? I
Hi.
haven't seen you in so long.
Yeah,
You
I've been
kinda-
good. They've
yeah,
been
you-
very mean to me. I don't know how they didn't catch on that I wasn't on their team. I literally came out of the enemy team base and just said, hey, what's up? And they immediately accepted me in. I guess they didn't know that I had switched teams yet, but I wasn't minding that because now I had less enemies to worry about. Also, upon entering the base again, I was also suspicioned out by one of the players. What is going on? After giving information too? Look at this player here, farming for XP, minding his business, enjoying his night. Well, that was about to end, because Protagonist did not like Dashing and wanted him dead. So after 10 minutes on being this team, I was told that we were gonna jump Dashing, and this is when the entire event would go into complete chaos.
Survivor, you're gonna help us gank Dashing.
I just
We're
saw
ganking
shit.
Dashing. Let's
Oh,
go.
we're digging? Okay. With his insane sniping skills, WelcominTV was able to take out Dashing, and we immediately gloated over killing him. Bro, you just got shanked, man! We wanted Dashing completely dead, and so all we had to do now is make sure no player got to Dashing's body in 2 minutes. If we managed to do this, Dashing would be dead and gone for good.
Protect him for like 2 minutes!
But of course, nothing is that easy, and sure enough, Dashing's teammates would come and try to save him, and we'd finally get into a massive fight.
That's not good.
Me and Welcomin would stay hidden off into the distance, but then a sniper would show up and immediately actually started sniping me.
Is this Dashing? Yeah, it is.
Oh, sorry.
It's
my
me.
bad.
Wait.
Oh, yeah. Oh, watch out!
But because they thought I was on their team, I was safe.
Huh?
Somehow the sniper wouldn't see Welcomin, and Welcomin would manage to take out Zateo.
Bro, who is shooting me? Who is shooting?
Welcome and watch
wizard,
behind you,
no.
watch behind you, watch behind you.
But the enemies still had one trick up their sleeve.
Conrad, we need help. Conrad, we need help. Downtown.
But they weren't the only ones with backup.
Roger that, this is Team Lasagna. We will be responding in full force.
Every major team was coming to the city, bringing full force, and me and Welcomin were smack dab in the middle of all of it. Khan would then show up and knock me off into the group of zombies, which would separate me from Box, and this would result in Box getting killed by Khan. Khan would also manage to take out Tech Wizard, and because he was scared, Abdul would run for his life. Meanwhile, WelcominTV was trying to save Protagonist, but he couldn't manage to get to Protagonist, and so he ran to me so we could go and try to save him, but in doing so...
Protect, I need you.
Oh, you got it. Are you serious? Bro.
Right as I took away my shield to go and try to save Protagonist, Adam would come out of nowhere and start attacking me. And just like that, I would be killed. He got the jump on me, and that would result in me dying. And this pretty much meant the end for our entire team. Although Abdul was alive, we just didn't know where he was, but as for everyone else, we had no hope. We were done. And as for me, I actually put the blame on this loss on myself. I once again failed another massive team. I once again failed WelcominTV, and sure, there were people here to come and save us, but they got separated because of the horde, and everyone started distrusting each other. No one believed in one another. No one was working as a team. As for me, I'd already been questioning my participation in servers, but after this, I really began to question on whether or not I wanted to continue doing events. I hate losing, but what I hate more is being a letdown to a team, and that's what I felt like I've been for the past few events, so maybe it's time to put up the sword and just record the rest of the server to tell you as a story.
Buddy, I got you. Don't worry about it. Oh my god, thank you.
And that would be how I was saved from death. I would be saved by a random player named Maximus Wild, the person I had met on the biggest side quest, which ended up having a huge purpose. And it was thanks to Maximus Wild that I would once again have faith in my participation in events, and I was prepared to finally get some revenge.
Thank you so much. You're a lifesaver.
Right when I was revived, my mind snapped to who I needed to save. WelcominTV still had a chance of being alive, so I immediately ran in to go and see if I could find him and possibly even save Protagonist.
We have to go downstairs. They need help. Welcoming needs help.
When I arrived downstairs, I scared off anyone who I thought would be a threat, and then I was jumped by Khan, but luckily Gumrock's team would see me and come and save my life.
Yo, I'm on Welcomin's team. I'm on Welcomin's team. I'm on Welcomin's team. I'm on Welcomin's team.
Who's on your team?
I'm on Welcomin's team. Please. Who do I kill? Who do I kill?
Leave him be.
Ah, I just want to be left alone.
While Gumrock's team chased Khan away, I would take the time to look for Welcomin's body, in which I would find it and then work on reviving him.
Go.
I need food.
There, I got you. Eat the potatoes.
Sure enough, Adam was right next to us. I felt bad about betraying his team and Zateo, so I decided to let him go.
One survivor, why, bro?
I had no choice, bro.
Who is it?
He's on Adam. He's Adam.
We're friendly.
Adam, listen. Adam, I'm not gonna kill you.
It was a silent agreement between me and Adam. We both knew that we were going to go after one another and it would come down to me versus him, and so we decided we would wait until our time would come. A few minutes later, we'd then come across some more players as well. I
There's
got...
people in the street still. I don't really want to fight them.
No, I think they're here on behalf of us. I actually think they're here to help us.
For those of you who do not know, this is the I hate you WelcominTV look.
I mean, I have 62 cobwebs. You want to go find out?
One of those players turned out to be Abdul, and then seconds later, we'd meet some more players.
Dude, okay, so we get... Oh,
original
Christ.
base.
Hey, guys. Hey.
Not beach.
Hey,
Yo.
are we
Not
chill?
the beach.
We chill?
I can't. What do you mean? Yeah, we're chill.
Let's go, friends.
My over-friendliness worked, and it turned out that the other players were Dreadmask and the other guy that I had met at the village base.
We killed Sayato and Dashing.
Because no one really knew what happened, I gave a brief explanation on what went down.
People are here trying to figure out what the f happened.
Okay, so this is what the f happened, lady. Alright, this is what
Tell me,
happened,
tell me,
okay?
tell me.
So, two dudes were walking in the streets, and then me and my boys were like, hey, no, we hate these guys, let's jump them. And we tried to jump them, and then one of them got smoked. Then their boys jumped in, and then our boys jumped in. One of our boys got smoked. Then two of our boys got smoked. Then this guy got smoked. I got smoked. But some hero saved my freaking life.
After that, we then went over to Protagonist's body, where we decided that we were going to bury it and also take what we needed. We then went over to where Dashing and Zateo's body were, taking what we needed. And I was kind of annoyed because I hadn't gotten any diamond gear out of this. But anyways, we then also disrespected the bodies of Dashing especially. And then, ironically, as we blew up Dashing's body, a man named Anthony showed up in full diamond armor and a rocket launcher.
Diamond, full diamond.
Where?
Whoa, you guys good.
But remember, WelcominTV has a really powerful weapon and was able to take Anthony out.
I got him.
Good job, Welcomin. Oh my god.
And of course, we would immediately make fun of Anthony, where I would make a small mistake.
Tell you that you're a bit of a asshole. You're a little.
Yeah, you tell him.
Friends, and that was a
Honestly,
really douchebag thing to do.
Yo,
So I wanted to let you know you're a bitch, and I hope that you
Insulted by a little kid. It couldn't be
Yeah.
You know the funny thing
What
is
do
that
you
we
mean?
killed them earlier. But
me. Oh.
I'm 18.
Anyways, we all camped Anthony's body waiting for him to eventually die, and when he eventually died, we all went after his body, and this would result in me getting his diamond chestplate, making me one of the most powerful players on the server. I had a pretty eventful night, so I asked WelcominTV if we could finally go home.
Go. Can we take that base now? Like, that's ours now.
Oh, bros.
Yeah, we should go there.
That base. That was our base.
Oh, wait. Asked? You know.
You guys do realize
Yo,
you
can we
got the
please?
boomerang.
I feel like a rocket launcher is really about to explode and we're all gonna die.
I think you and me will go back there.
You have no idea how fast they booked it.
And so I was now officially a part of the WelcominTV team, where it included me, Welcomin, Box, and Abdul. And then a few minutes later, we also had a completely dangerous accident happen.
Protagonist to antagonist, and he just becomes a villain.
Bro's gonna become so evil. We're all gonna die in seconds. Are you serious?
Anyways, this just random stranger came into town, and while we were all enchanting and getting our gear, they would come and say hello.
Are you part of a team?
Oh. What's that katana got on it?
Sure enough, this player had a diamond crossbow, and I had been taking business class in high school, so I used my businessman skills on him.
Oh, it's a saber, not a katana. I'm kind of on my own at the moment.
Could I like trade you that crossbow for this diamond strengthened longbow?
What's the longbow do?
It's pretty slow and drawing, but the arrow speed's pretty good, and it's got power 1 on it already.
Oh, does it use arrows or bolts?
It uses arrows. I have 59 arrows to give with it, but if you need it.
The thing is, with this, it needs bolts. It's only got breaking on us.
I'm fine with that. I have
Oh,
bolts. I have bolts, yeah.
Oh, I'm on my own. I'm just looking for a place.
We've got
You
more
know.
bolts than arrows.
Yeah, we have so many bolts. I will give you this bow and arrow right now, if you give me the crossbow.
Oh yeah, sure.
Sweet.
I done the bolts.
Great doing business with you.
After that, I think it's safe to say that I'm the #1 businessman on the server. I mean, come on, a bow for a diamond crossbow? That's a pretty big scam. Anyways, when I was just chilling on the radio, I then heard Khan start bragging about the teammates that he had killed. And of course, I tried to be as threatening as possible, but I'm not used to this, so I ended up screwing up my intimidation.
Honestly, thank you guys.
Just want to say, Tech Wizard's blood on my katana is doing very well. It dried up very nice.
Hey Khan, I'm just gonna let you know. You're killing Khan.
I mean, Tech, my bad. I'm really good at this.
We would take the rest of day 2 to relax and also brag about every single moment that had happened throughout the day.
You came in clutch.
Yeah.
Whoever that guy was, you walked away like a bandit. You got a goddamn diamond crossbow.
Genius, man.
Dude,
Don't-
oh my word.
Don't
That was,
even test my business skills.
dude, that was such a nutty trade, man.
I just went, hey, you want like a diamond strengthened bow?
Dude,
And he goes, it's got like unbreaking 1 though.
Yo,
like,
anybody in Ritual
that's
Town?
alright. I'll still take it. I have more bolts than arrow.
yeah.
Somehow, day 2 was not my last day, and we actually continued on the events to day 3. I actually wasn't able to participate for day 3, so I'm gonna let WelcominTV explain what happened.
Box logged on. I was at Gumrocks. Box logged on and lasted 4 seconds before Adam killed him because he was already in our base and didn't revive him. Protag revived him because of that. Who actually we found because he was trying to steal our car. Yeah, we all went mining for diamonds. The thing, like everyone knows about the diamond crossbows now.
No.
I was actually able to log on to day 3 for like 3 minutes, but I also found Box's body, and I realized if I had logged on when he logged on, I probably would join him in death. Another thing is that I came across Gumrock's team, where I was able to thank the man that saved my life. After that, I'd then go into a supermarket for cover, where I'd find a couple of bodies, allowing me to get a diamond sword and some fuel tanks, which had a decent amount of fuel in them. After that, I then went straight down into the mines to go and keep myself hidden in case Adam knew where I was. So you might be wondering why I wasn't able to participate for 3 days of the event. Well, I have after school activities 3 days of the week, which means that regardless, I was gonna miss 3 days of the event. Survivor, it's only 3 days, just miss the activities. Anyways, I hope you understand why I wasn't able to participate for those 3 days. Anyways, here's day 6. On day 6, I wouldn't be on here for long, but I made my goal here to get stacked and to find where WelcominTV was. So I searched for a long time, but eventually I would find him.
What up?
Hello.
It's been a while.
I don't know how, but WelcominTV has full diamond armor and a netherite chestplate. I guess you'll have to watch his video to find out how we got it. WelcominTV's base was right on the world border, and his teammates were Ryan, Protagonist, and Box. And it turns out that they were a lot richer than I originally thought they were.
Tunnel we didn't find. But
Oh,
he
look, it's
survived.
another Brokey. Oh, wait, never mind. He's a little richer than me. He's a little richer than me.
I spent most of my time here focusing on enchantments because I knew that was the best bet I had at surviving, and when I went to the surface to go and get more XP from zombies, I learned the shocking news that there are now mutants in this server. Mutants are basically the Minecraft version of Hulk. They do tons of damage, like they will one-shot you if you're in full iron. They have long-range attacks, and they just hit hard. And probably the most annoying of the zombies is the miner zombie, because he will break blocks underneath you, causing you to fall into the massive horde of zombies. Also, this random player would show up who wanted to meet with protagonist, and so I'd go to this meeting simply because I was just considered protection. Little did I know, when I logged off, I would miss one of the biggest conflicts on the server. This conflict would result in the death of protagonist, Ryan, and pretty much everyone in this photo right here, leaving me, Box, and Welcomin to be the final members of this team. I would log on to day 7, the final day, being told that I was being hunted down. Yay! I would eventually meet up with WelcominTV, and not only did he give me full diamond armor, he also put my chest plate into netherite, making me one of the most scariest players on the server, and so all I needed to do now was get better enchantments. Once I was pretty confident with my enchantments, I then named my diamond crossbow Bye Bye, because I just felt like it, honestly. Anyways, once a zombie broke into our base, we were given a very important broadcast by the server, and this broadcast would define the finale for the event. What do you mean?
2 prisoners.
Two. Mistype?
4 of us.
Whatever happened.
Start attacking.
No. Whatever happened.
Hey guys, how about this?
Good luck.
Here's the deal.
Let's just kill Adam and the other people, and then we can just have a gentleman's duel. After quickly resolving that issue, we ran to the city, which was downtown, and here, upon arriving, we knew where Adam was, and when we were climbing atop a building, we were immediately attacked by Adam's sniper.
Oh, yep.
They're shooting us.
They're shooting.
They got teammates with them.
Does that hurt?
No.
Once we reached the top of the building, we immediately started fortifying it, and it was at this moment where Gumrock had a sign, and it was through this sign where we would start to communicate with Adam's team.
Yo, look, he's crouching. He likes the sound of that.
We communicated through signs all night long, and honestly, it's kind of funny looking back at it that we were in the finale of Apocalypse and we were just communicating to each other through signs. It wasn't until we had players start joining our side when Adam started making some pretty hefty commands. He wanted us to kill the guy that had joined our team. And as much as I didn't want to kill him because he was in iron armor, it had just been a petty kill, Adam did not care, and this would lead to our ultimate conflict eventually escalating.
Oh my god.
Pidgey!
Oh my god, there's so many of you.
Right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go over here back talking. Welcome in! Guys, they're doing the thing again. They're building.
I think
it's
they got water falling.
Look,
guys.
Don't shoot.
Might as well take pot shots. We gotta move soon.
They are our enemy. They will quick drop you, alright? But we can fight them.
Yeah.
Anyone got anything for a crossbow?
No.
Bolts?
How do you make bolts?
They're shooting.
You would need nuggets, iron, and feathers.
And so this was it. After a week of holding back our anger against one another, this was the finale. It was finally time to see who would survive the apocalypse.
They're down. They're on the ground.
Oh.
Bro, they might be moving to the building over here. We need to move soon.
They are. No, they're going to that building.
That's the point. We hold
Oh my god.
Our team would get to the building before Adam and his team could, and this would result in us being able to hold Adam back from the building, and this would result in them having to fight off the zombies, but they also were able to pick off players who couldn't make it to the building. But this wouldn't stop me from being able to take out one of the members. Once I was able to take out one of Adam's team members, their team was dropped to a team of 2. Adam would hide in the building somewhere while his teammate had some other plans. Welcomin would manage to survive the explosion, and this would leave Adam as the final person we need to kill, so me and Welcomin went after him. But as for the people at the top of the building, they started going crazy, making graves for people who were still alive. They were forced to face off against the zombies, and eventually they decided that they would have to fight themselves. Even though some players tried to help each other, and some of us were even revived, but they were picked off because some players knew that only 2 people could leave this island, and that meant that they were going to have to kill some people. WelcominTV and me gave up searching for Adam, so we went back up to the surface, and when we did, Gumrock would mistake me for Adam and shoot a rocket launcher at me. Me, Gumrock, and Welcomin were now alliance together, and now all we had to do was wait until the border pushed Adam towards us, and eventually it would, and the final standoff we've all been waiting for had happened at this moment. It would only take one good shot until Adam was down, and Gumrock had already died, which meant that me and Welcomin had won. I got him! I got him! I got him! I got him! We were gonna make it! Oh my god.
You're the last that remain.
Dude, we did it! We did it! We did it! We did it! We did it!
We did it!
After all that. Please! Please!
Bring the copter!
Oh my god!
We survived District 14!
Oh my god!
Look! In the distance!
Yo! Look at him! There's 2 of them!
And just like that, the experiment would come to a close, concluding that humanity could persevere through literally anything. That, sure, we may fight with one another, but together we can push through anything. And the agents would arrive and immediately did some agent things.
Turn around and drop your item.
While I was taking off my armor, I finally got to reflect on what I did this event. I was a bad guy at the beginning. I had joined a team with the only goal to kill as many people as possible and not make any friends or any alliances. And then during all of the chaos and all of the killing I would do, I would meet WelcominTV, where he would show me a new light to the server, and this light would reveal that this server wasn't all about killing, it wasn't all about just control, it was also about peace and making new friends, and that is what I learned. And also, I finally won one of these events. I finally proved myself to WelcominTV that I am not a letdown.
Thank you for participating. Thank you both for participating in Experiment 0014.
Rivers run dry, dust spreads in the air. 2 dark days, do you have a tear to spare? Make a promise, the world awaits.
This is how I go, huh?
It's heavy, just
This is sad, bro. Like I did all that. I did all that just to get absolutely shot in the booty hole. Before my death, I have to say a few things. I will never know if I had proved myself to Welcome and if I had redeemed myself from my creeper events. I guess that stays with him. But I also have to say that this was one of the most fun events that I've ever done. I really enjoyed the community behind this, and I really enjoyed the story that had evolved from just the random people that were playing. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Adios.